Welcome to 2K Sports. Glad to have you with us. Joined by Coach Stan Van Gundy and Grant Hill. This is Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. You look at the Trailblazers. Now here's Lillard. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his first foul. We've had this one circled on our calendars. Two great teams with stars leading the way, Grant.
Oh, BA, tonight is what the NBA is all about. Elite teams with top-end talent. And that's given this game almost a playoff feel.
Here's SGA. Portland making their last shot. And the basket by Hield.
Long-range shots like that, almost effortless for Hield. Every chance he gets, he'll take that shot.
And there's the screen. Down low. And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's foul number 2 for him.
2 fouls for him already. If he's not more careful, his minutes will be curtailed.
Here's Holiday. Right now averaging 6 a game. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Knocks it down from 7 feet. And just about a minute into this first quarter. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for the Golden State Warriors. And Grant, Stephen Curry.
Whoa! Oh, sweet move. Where was the defense? Can't allow Hield to get this kind of positioning to throw it down.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar.
Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play.
And SGA, here we go. And SGA throws it down.
Defenders just clearing out, and Gilgeous-Alexander came in with a purpose.
Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
I briefly spoke with Chauncey Billups. We talked about the mindset needed when squaring off against Jimmy Butler, and Coach said Jimmy is a firecracker. You don't want to set him off or he could explode in your face. I told our guys just to focus on the game and not give any extra motivation out there. We'll see if they prevent Butler from popping off. Guys, back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. 5 on the clock. Inside. Ball stolen.
I just don't love the passing angle there. Might have been better to reset.
Well, this offense is off to an outstanding start. They're communicating, executing, and finding great shots.
Now here's Lillard, providing this team some offensive stability. A little over 10 points a game. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. It's rebounded by Golden State. They are looking really strong offensively.
Yeah, just terrific momentum. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Back to SGA. Outside for Green. Williams from long range. Another 3 for Golden State.
Well, you got to be able to shoot fast in the league. So it's nice to see Williams doesn't need a lot of setup time.
Off the outside. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Out to Lillard. And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Minute 32 left now in the first quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Abdul-Jabbar. And the shot goes down. Abdul-Jabbar's got 6.
Overall, this quarter, he's getting good looks, and he's taking advantage.
Pass to Williams. And here's Hield, defended by Lillard. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Now here's Lillard. No made baskets yet.
Well, for Lillard, that's a routine shot. He's one of the greatest three-point shooters in league history.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. And stolen by Holiday. Abdi outside. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Oh, there's a killer two-hand slam.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
And there's the slam. Dunk to finish it off.
Powerful. He saw an opening and turned it into a highlight reel.
Man, just sent it down with some force.
I mean, the defense basically gave that one to him.
Here's Garnett. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfectly.
And so the first quarter comes to a close. Both teams scoring well, but it's all tied. And And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from the Trailblazers, what do you guys think?
You know, they've been relentless in how they attack the paint.
Well, if they're going to be that ferocious inside, this defense is in for a long night.
Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call. The Warriors lead by 3. Screen by Post. There's the triple. Another 3 for Golden State.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Now here's Lillard. Off the outside. Back to Lillard. Puts it up from the high post. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Lillard's got 5 points.
Well, any range is within range for a shooter of Lillard's talent.
You look at the career of Damian Lillard. He's provided some unforgettable moments, Grant.
Oh, yes, he has, B.A. And I remember you were on the call for one of those moments. That unfathomable series-ending buzzer beater he hit against the Thunder.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, guys. Every team in the league is looking for a long, athletic wing defender, and the Portland Trailblazers have been especially keen on stockpiling them. As they look to acquire their future franchise players, they want a ready-made roster full of versatile 3-and-D role players to surround them. Guys, back to you.
A good strategy. Okay, Allie, good stuff.
Oh, it's so easy for Kuminga to rise up to the rim.
Off the outside. Good. And it's Lillard who picks up the assist. Abdi has got his first 2 points.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
On the wing, Strus. Pass to Dillingham. Driving to the basket. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. So both teams making some changes here. Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. There's a screen. Here's Henderson. Shots blocked. And here they come. Green for 3. Green able to hit from 3.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Shots good by Henderson. And it's already hard enough to play D in this league. Some people feel that traveling has gotten out of control, Coach.
Well, I don't know if it's gotten out of control, B.A. I think the referees do a pretty good job on traveling. I think what's important for the referees is they have to be able to determine which travel calls gain a guy an advantage and which ones you could let go because they have no effect on the clock.
Here's SGA. Shea gets it to go off the drive.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Henderson drives in. On the wing, Grant. Back to Henderson. There's the drive. Ooh, a two-handed power slam.
Yeah, head first down the lane. Henderson wants to throw it down on your head.
Williams' shot is good.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage. Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Here's Sharp. Henderson outside. On the break. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Klingon. It's his first trip to the line. And some changes here for Portland. Good on the second one. Blazers trailed by 11. Holiday taking his time here. For 3, here's Lillard. It's rebounded by Golden State. Now Gilgeous-Alexander. A steady force on their offense. Recording around 14.5 a game. Boy, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
He really gets in perfect position for the follow. Just a terrific read.
Well, you love the unselfishness. Makes the next pass and enables his team to capitalize on the possession.
And we've reached halftime in this one. The Warriors on top. They're up by 11. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Hield for 3. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. It's stolen by SGA. Pass to Williams. To the inside. Hield. And here's SGA outside. No good on the shot. And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for Portland. They trail by 11. No doubt, Stephen Curry is the best shooter of all time. Talk about what makes him special, Grant.
Well, B.A., he can hit shots under the most difficult circumstances, off balance, with only a sliver of daylight. This is why teams often choose to double him the moment he crosses half court.
Well, over his career, Avdia has upped his scoring numbers, and defenders have taken notice.
Portland shooting their initial free throws of the game here. A bit of a shocker during the summer of 2024. Deni Avdia getting traded from Washington to Portland.
Yeah, and from one young team to another, B.A. Deni was just 24 when he got moved and fetched 2 first-round picks, 2 seconds, a big haul.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Second half of basketball, just over a minute played so far. SGA from distance.
Defenses used to be able to live with Shea taking that shot, but that's not the case anymore.
Here's the pick. Avdia outside. Fires from deep. The Warriors pull it in.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
To the middle. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Again, the miss by Portland.
Well, 4 failed attempts to start this half. Not what they wanted out of the locker room.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. Stephen Curry is nearing the finish line. He said every year there's some new style, new energy coming through that challenges you. And seeing these young dudes come up and understanding how much talent there is, this is not going to be around forever. So enjoy every moment of it. Back to you guys.
Thanks a lot, Allie. It's good on the putback.
Well, they're behind, but it's certainly not because of him. He's doing everything he can. He just needs more help from his teammates.
To the paint. Outside Holiday. The three. The shot no good. The Warriors lead by 15. Pass to Williams. And that comes off the assist by Gilgeous-Alexander. And that's now 11 points for Jalen Williams. Lillard right side. Apia from outside. It's hauled in by Garnett.
Well, that's what the defense has to do. Make that shot as uncomfortable for him as possible.
And he commits the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
There's a screen. Over to the left wing. Pulls up at the elbow. And that one's good. Lillard's got 7 points.
Yeah, I just love the look of Lillard's jumper. It's repeatable, and you can tell Dame never stops working.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today, but you can't make it that obvious.
Abdia outside. Lillard left side. 6 to shoot. And the rebound goes to the Warriors.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
And here's Kuminga for 3. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound. Blazers trail by 16. From the baseline. Kuminga pulls it in.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation.
And so timeout called by Chauncey Billups here. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. 46 seconds left in the third quarter. Up top, Gordon. There's a screen by Kuminga. Pass to Jackson Davis. Shot clock at 5. Driving inside. Oh, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Into the lineup for Portland, number 35, Robert Williams.
We've got 22 seconds left in the third quarter. Henderson drives in. And he can't jam it through.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
Here's Williams. And Williams punches it home.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors. A sizable lead.
48.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same for the first 3 quarters. And it's Lillard with the ball for the Trailblazers. It's a 14-point game. Pass to Holiday. Portland moving it around. They set the pick. Fires from the wing. The Warriors pull it in.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
And here's Hield from behind the arc. Oh, and a great assist by SGA. That one goes in. And the Warriors lead by 17. Lillard outside. Shoots over SGA. And that one hits the back iron.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
Back to Williams. And the Warriors with another 3.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
Lillard outside. And there's a whistle. That'll belong to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. That's his third foul of the game. And we continue to see the value of NBA franchises climb. Graham, are you glad you got in when you did?
Oh, yes, I am. I think beyond, though, the dollars and cents, it's just the joy of having a hand in the growth of this game and this league that we all love so much. 12 consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Lillard right side. Shoots over SGA. It's wide right. Hits off the rim. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
Yeah, and their team-first approach is another thing you have to like. And they've had great ball movement and are getting a lot of points off assists.
The shot by Holiday, no good.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational.
And the basket by Hield.
Wow, their opponent is doing a tremendous job spacing the floor.
Outside Holiday. Lillard outside. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. And the foul called on Draymond Green. That'll be a second foul of the game. Grant, you're involved with helping the NBA grow the game globally. How important are those initiatives?
You know, BA, it's very important to watch how the game has grown over the last 30 years that I've been connected with the NBA is quite staggering, but there's more work to be done. So every initiative, every appearance, every camp, every game is so vitally important as we continue to spread the game of basketball all over the world.
Here's Garnett. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity to three-point play. It goes on Denny Avdia. And the free throw, no good. They need this. Not enough on that one as it misses.
They are really struggling to stop this run.
Well, this is a spot where you have to be able to go to your leaders. They need to step up and make a play to turn things around.
Out to Hield. The three is up. Avdia pulls it in.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Down low. Here's Abdul-Jabbar.
Look, he's doing what he can to try to keep them afloat offensively, continuing to stay aggressive.
Well, the scoreboard tells you everything you need to know about this one. A great showing here for the Warriors.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And with this win, they've tallied up a total of 6 wins on the year.
It's just the start of this season series with 3 games left between them, but it must feel great to take the first meeting.
Inside. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
It was a strong move. The shot's just a little off.
And the first one at the line is good. And some changes here for Portland. He's off on the second. And so Henderson will bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. To the middle. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
And this guy has some bounce. Always fun seeing Sharp hammer it home.
Outside, Williams. Pass to Garnett. Launches a 3. Portland grabs the miss.
Well, this was his shot to miss, honestly. Poor coverage, good setup. He just couldn't knock it down.
Just let the clock run out.
Hey, it's time to celebrate.
Here's Green. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. That one on Klingon. And that one misses. Sharp with it. Outside Neesmith. Pass to Klingon. Yep, that one goes.
Look, that's an opportunity you don't pass up.
And so it's the Warriors taking care of business in this one. This one wasn't even close. The hometown crowd was waiting for a miracle that never came.
Yeah, and this team was consistent throughout. They met every challenge, and they earned this dub.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.